Hello, this is Ronnie. I'm back here with a clip focusing on gold and silver. I cover, however, in the long video that I recorded today for my subscribers, I cover many markets, some related directly to gold and silver, and then I have a whole section on the stock markets. Yes, now we have very high volatility in these markets, in the US, in Europe, in other places, and also, of course, the Forex market and the bonds. So if you want to check, you can see the list in the description to this clip. In addition to that, I want to reintroduce the offer that I had, a special offer for my services, in honor of Valentine's Day, and we have the President Day coming up also in the US next week. So this offer would run for 2 weeks, you can see, and that is the correct date. When I provide more details at the end of this clip, you will see that there is a different date, but please ignore that this is the right date. It's just that I didn't have enough time to record again that very long explanation that you will see at the end of this clip. Other than that, if you do have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. I am here to help, to answer your questions. I hope you have a great week, and hope to see you on my website. Bye now. This is gold price in US dollars. This is the hourly scale. Gold has weakened as we expected, and it came down to as low as under 1,308. The question is whether this correction, and it does look like a correction, whether it's over. Well, it's too soon as far as I'm concerned to really be confident and state that it's over. There is an option, of course, that it could be over. I'm showing it to you here, with this being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a bunch of ABCs here. We are basically encapsulating everything that you see here as part of a B, okay, and then we go down with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As long as gold doesn't puncture the bottom here, we can assume that the ABC is behind us, and we need to see definitely a run above 1,344. That would mark serious stabilization to begin with, but quite possibly preparation for a blast above the previous high. In terms of the time scale, it's not too soon and it's not too late. It's just right. Okay, it's just right. And if it were to take another 2 or 3 days of correcting downwards here towards the 50% retracement or even the 0.618, that would also look perfectly normal, as we are treating this as wave 1, okay, wave 1 of a big third wave. Okay, so as you can see, I do not have very conclusive remarks to present here. It is still looking down in this channel. We do need to see it breaking out of this channel, going back, sitting on top of resistance that will turn into support, and then we can say yes, we have most likely an ABC behind us. It is looking up. Now, even concerning the ABC that I'm presenting to you here, I cannot have really very high degree of confidence. I think it's quite possible that there are other combinations in play here. A correction is always like that. You can have various possible patterns, joking for position, but at some point when the correction is over, then the entire puzzle sort of fits. You see the picture clearly, which is which, and how the bits and pieces relate to each other. And right now, the fact that we don't see a very clear build-up of 5 legs right from the bottom here is a cause for concern that in fact the correction is not over. Yeah, that there could be another dip under this level, and we could see it continuing higher. For those who are focusing on gold very closely, I would say this is also a very important level. It comes at 1,331. Why do I say that? Well, you can see that evidently from the chart, from the from the structure that is evident here on the chart, that this is an important level of support resistance. You can see that. You can see this zone. Yeah. So in my mind, if it manages to climb above this level, that's already quite an achievement, especially if it manages to go outside the channel. So at this point in time, I would leave things as they are, as I just explained. I will not try to push a wave count. We cannot be overly confident, yes, that gold is going to reverse and break and take, you know, fly through. The assumption is still that there is very good potential here. It corrected. It appears to be corrective. The move here was very impressive as an impulse move, but as I said before, all this is still not giving us that long awaited for breakout. Okay, we are still under the roof despite long-winded potential here for very serious inverse head and shoulders on the weekly. Okay, exactly like we have in the Australian dollar, US dollar, yeah, that we discussed a few minutes ago. So you can see, and definitely that could be a preparation, yes, preparation for that breakout. Okay, here's silver. That is the 4-hour scale of silver. Silver corrected much more meaningfully than gold. It's been all along, it's been weaker than gold in its performance. We have seen it all along ever since it started climbing from here. But the wave count overall is possible as follows. I've taken this as an A composed of possibly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or an ABC, X, ABC, encapsulating all of that as one leg. Okay, and that would be my B. Coming down, I have 1, 2, I have 3, 4, and that could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, perhaps complete. I would be the first to tell you this is only one option. There could be definitely other options playing out here. What is important in my opinion to see it holding above this level. So far it just punctured it a bit and bounced back. I think that if it does break under this level, that will be too much weakness. Too much weakness for you know, for giving us the confidence that it's got what it needs to come back and fly through the multiple levels of resistance here that have been in place for a very long time. You just have to see how many lower highs we had here. Look, this is a whole series, and each time we run up and it just doesn't make it. It comes back, it comes back, it comes back. Look how many times it happened. So we've got to, as they say, go, the trend is your friend, and we've got to respect. Definitely it will be foolish not to respect the message of weakness that is apparent in what we see here. But on the other hand, as soon as we get a breakout above this level, that's very significant. Breaking above this level will be, in my opinion, pretty much of a sure sign that silver is ready. Silver has what it takes to fly back to the previous high, and I'm talking about 18.5 right here. Okay, this is the 18.5 level, and you can see that silver shied away from the previous high. Gold actually came very close. Gold came to this level roughly, and gold corrected much less, much less. Okay, so that does not rule out that the breakout can't come. Maybe we have gold as a leader, okay, and silver is going to trail behind, perfectly possible. But we have to be very watchful here, because if silver does break under the support that I have here, it goes to check the floor. That's going to change a lot of things. Yeah, inevitably it'll have to. We would have to absolutely revise the wave count in a very meaningful way if silver continues to weaken and it breaks down to even test this level. Yes, that will be very significant. To my website, that's wavemastery.com. Yes, www.wavemastery in one word, of course, .com. You follow on my homepage. Just a quick run here. There are a few articles that I wrote. Is this website for me? Psychology and trading, trading and the arts, why join? You might want to have a look, yes, to run through some of them. Subscribe here, that's where you will find a special promotional offer. Use subscription, that's a tab that essentially gets into action once you log in. It shows you the subscription that you are using, whether it's a weekend service or daily service. Resources, the tab here opens the option to go down to the chart galleries, where you will find a lot of charts, okay, some dating from the 1970s, 1960s, some really interesting stuff. If you are into learning about charts, you're very interested to see how I applied the Elliott waves to past markets. You'll be surprised what sort of markets you're going to find here: eggs, pork bellies, milk, all sorts of things. Really fun. So you can run through that. Useful links. Just a few things that I had in mind. It's not really full list. The recommended reading list, also very interesting if you are into reading more about the markets. I just mentioned some of the very interesting books that I read in the last in the last 10 years. You may want to take a look. Private policy, terms of use, practically standard stuff. I don't get into the business of checking or selling or merchandising your data. It's really none of my business. Special promotional offer. This is the same link that you found here under subscribe here. Just in case you are more comfortable finding it here, whatever, it's right there. It's the same. Contact us. You should use that if you have the slightest question, slightest issue in the in the process of subscribing, in the process of whatever question you have, whatever is on your mind, before subscription, after subscription, whatever. Okay, so that's login, simple. So let's go through the special promotional offer. You will see that I am quite generous. I open it till leave it open till next year, basically 15th of January, and it gives you the trial for 9.99 euros, 50% of the normal price, basically for the daily service or the weekend, for the first calendar year. That means for 12 consecutive months you can pay 79 per month for the daily service instead of 159. And you will pay half the price also for the weekend service. So the daily video service includes the weekend service. You don't have to subscribe to both. And 1 week trial, just to see how it is, costs you $9.99. Okay, just to see what's going on, if it's your stuff you're interested in it, etc. You can cancel anytime. You don't get money back for portion unused, but you will have access up to the end of that month in which you cancelled. Okay, there's no obligation to stay for 12 months. And the VAT issue is mainly applicable to people who come from Europe. And if you come from Europe, please go through the list here, okay? See which country relates to you. If you don't find your country and you come from Europe, it's possible I missed one. Just write to me, I'll see what can be done. Other than that, if you come from the UK, USA, Belgium, and the rest of the world, Australia, Asia, whatever, you don't pay a penny VAT. You just pay 79 per month, and you go through the button here. Scrolling down here, that's the Wave Mastery Weekend Video Service. That starts with 2 weeks trial, priced at $4.99, 2 weeks, because you only get access to the weekend videos. And sometimes I put in a bonus video in the middle of the week, just to keep you floating. I am putting an update for the weekenders, but it's not every week, okay, to be fair. So that's included, you will see, and it's 29 per month instead of 59, and the VAT charges again applicable to mainly people who come from Europe. Okay, so it's the same thing here, and if you come from UK, USA, Belgium, you choose this. Now you go through the subscription. Let's select this one, for example. You go through, you click, and it takes you to the, well, sometimes you get this security challenge, is no big deal. Let's run through that. That's ARST. Hope I got it right. PayPal puts up these things, and it gets you to PayPal's page, where the description of the offer is there. It starts with a trial for 14 days, 29 for each month for 12 installments. Okay, so every month you will be paying 29, and you click and you see that it goes to me. That's my official name, okay, the name that I use normally in documents, etc. So that goes to me. You log in. If you have an account, of course, that should be easy for you. Again, you have security challenge, but you log in, you pay, and PayPal normally brings you back to my website to fill in the subscription form, to choose your login, your password, and after that you almost finished. You go straight to the page where you find the links directly to the videos. Okay, if you encounter any issue, any problem during this process, you need to write to me. I'll take care of that. Please fill in all your details that are required in the registration form, especially if you are from Europe. I need to know for VAT control. But also if you're outside Europe, I need to know the country. You know, just fill in the required info. And let's go back to the website here. Okay, we are back here. The same thing applies to all the other buttons. You're going to go through the same process. Now, that's it basically. If you have an interest, serious interest in trading, I cover a whole range of markets. You can ask me direct questions. You can ask me questions concerning your positions, and I will relate to them in a way that I can under the law, because I'm not licensed to give you personal advice. But what I will do, if you have a position in Apple, for example, you have a position in the Nasdaq, in the index, or whatever, you want my opinion, what's going to happen? I am simply going to provide you a technical analysis of the current position, and I will tell you what I would do if it's going to do this or that, etc., etc. And then with this very detailed information, then you can follow through. You can take your decision. Okay. Other than that, if you come from countries that I don't cover, I will be prepared to look into covering the index of that country. I cover a lot of markets, but of course it's possible that you might come from a country where I don't follow. So don't be put off. You can ask me. I'll see whatever I can do. Of course I will do, and that's about it. So I look forward to see you on my website. Again, don't hesitate. Shoot any question you have. I am based in Belgium, so if you write to me from the US or from Australia or from Asia, might take me a bit of time to react, but I will react. I will get back to you and provide you the information that you need. Okay, so wish you the best, good trading. Bye now.